Now it's interesting because you give variety of teachings, don't you? You give it to children from the age of 10 years old all the way up into adulthood as well. What are you teaching the children?
Well, as a matter of fact, this past week I was teaching at a couple of Christian academies in the Philadelphia area, and I had children all the way down into kindergarten, which is a little unusual for me. But when I'm really speaking to the youngest elementary school students, I like to show them a presentation on sharp claws and sharp teeth do not a meat eater make. You know, evolutionists deceive people into believing if something has sharp claws and sharp teeth, it is defined as a meat eater and a carnivore. But that if it has flat teeth, then it's a vegetation eater, it's an herbivore. And that is simply not true. Many, many animals with sharp teeth and sharp claws are either 100% vegetarian or partly vegetarian, omnivorous. And so I try to at least show the children that the concept that evolutionists try to indoctrinate them with is not true. But what's interesting is I find that adults like it just as well, even though I initially did it for the children.
Now, what tips could you give maybe to some of our teachers who are watching today of dealing with children and maintaining their attention span?
Well, I don't know that I could give advice on that, but what I do try to do is show them visual things while narrating that do grab their attention. And of course, many times they have, the younger children have more and more of just an emotional reaction. But I guarantee you that once they have seen it, in spite of the emotional reaction and chaos of a few moments, that they will remember it later. You know, the idea that the picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yes.
So what I do is I show them dozens of animals with their mouths closed to identify what they are. And then I show them the mouths open to show them the teeth. And it's quite startling. You know, when you take a look at people who are quite used to thinking rabbits and hamsters, for instance, are vegetarians, which they are, but when you take a look at the teeth, you will realize that if they bit your finger, it would go right through it. And beavers are cute, but they have teeth, again, that could take your fingers off very easily, possibly even your hand.
Wow.
And I work up to other animals, you know, like the largest rodent in the world is the capybara. And again, it has teeth that would make a beaver envious.
Wow.
And so when I look at, I show them these pictures, and of course, koala bears have phenomenal claws. And if you hold one and it got, it got excited, something surprised it, and it were suddenly to grab a hold of you, you'd have holes in your arm like you wouldn't believe.